Now I should have made this video on the way up here so you can see the direction I took. But right now we are at the top of the mountain, and there's several acres here that someone could build a cabin on and just do what they want to, just to build a place to get away from everybody. Now I actually followed an old logging trail where the property was logged about 15 years ago. And there's two of them. There's one over here on the, we'll call it the south side of the property, and over on this side, the way I came up, which is the north side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue making these little clips so people can see exactly what this property is all about. Now down at the bottom of the mountain here, next to the road, you can have access to electric and water and internet as well. So I'm going to continue on venturing through the property, taking videos periodically, but I'll keep you informed. And I apologize about the blurriness. It's kind of damp out here in the woods, and I ain't got nothing dry to dry my screen off with. So, but I'll catch back with you, okay? All right. So we're moving a little bit further into the property on top of the mountain here. A lot of vegetation up here, and we're probably about 2/3 of the way as far as the length of the property. And where it starts to go downhill, we'll call that the border of the property. And continuing on straight forward through where the clearing's at here, we'll call that the east part of the property itself. Now I'm gonna go a little bit further up here, and I'll catch back up with you here in a second, okay? All right, so we still got quite a bit of ways, even though, sorry, spider webs. Anyway, we still got quite a bit of ways before we get to the end of the property here. It's amazing how flat and level it is up here on the top of this mountain. It'll make a great little place to make some really nice overlooks, build a cabin up here. A lot of wildlife up here, a lot of wildlife up here as well. Now, when I was at the office, I was taking a look at the map, and I was just trying to calculate the level area, the flat area up here on top. And there's probably roughly about 15 acres up here on top that is actually level enough where you can do, you know, whatever you like without having to worry about what's downhill. See, check all this out. Now, let's go ahead and continue on. There's a lot of thunder going on off in this direction. I'm just waiting for it to open up on me. Until it does, I'm gonna keep on recording so I can show you guys this property. Now it looks like this used to be an old logging road. I'm seeing some ruts through on this side and coming down on this side. So I know the property was logged some time ago. I was told about 15 years, give or take a few. Now at the end of the property, the bordering property owners, there's a couple of pasture fields over on that side and over on this side over here. So you're not gonna have to worry about any houses being built in those directions. I just hope I don't run across any bears. All right, give me just a few minutes. I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'm gonna look at my GPS and find out what my coordinates are. See how much further I got. Hey guys, real quick, I just want to show everybody this. You see all these little green piney things? I am not sure what they're called, but when I was little, my grandma used to have me, well, me and my cousins come out here in the woods and pick these, and she would make Christmas trees out of them. She'd get those old wire hangers and get some old green crafting wire and make Christmas trees out of them. And there is like a huge patch of them going all the way around through here. Maybe not a big selling point as far as real estate goes, but it's pretty neat. All right, so we've gotten to roughly the property line, which is down the hill some ways. I'd walk all the way down to it, but I've got to trek out of these woods. Now, right over here in this direction over here, there's a field over there, and real close there's a field, a good little piece in that direction over there. This property would make a real nice place for a group of people to go in together and purchase it, because Brimstone is just minutes away from here. And you can leave on your side-by-sides, ATVs, and be there before you know it. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back to where the logging road is at, and I'll turn the video back on, and that way you guys can see where I came in at. All right, I'll catch up back with you all just here in a few minutes. All right, so we're almost to the logging trail I took to get up here, and I'm hoping I can find it again. I have to say, that was one heck of a little trek on top of this mountain. I'm telling you, there's so much clear area up here where somebody can do whatever they want to with the place. And as you come up to the property from the hill, from the road, I mean, you got some nice little rock structures here. And further back in the property, it just continues to level on out. Let me just look right over here on top of this hill. I see another rock sticking out. I'm trying to not shake the camera so much where no one can really see. They look like one of them reality TV shows bobbing around left and right. Yeah, right through there is what I was looking at. It's all right. All right, I think we need to go back this way. And luckily, dead middle of summer, I haven't seen any snakes, so that's a plus. Okay. Just an FYI, I have ran across several deer trails or some kind of wild game trails. Just want y'all to we're up pretty high. We're about 1,500, 1,600 feet above sea level. All right, I think we need to go down that way. And yes, this is a PVC pipe. I didn't have my walking stick, so I got the next best thing. All right, we're walking back down the little logging trail. Honestly, I ended up right up there, and I had to walk down here and get back up on this logging trail. Just need to take my time, make sure I don't go tumbling down. I got other things to do besides go to the hospital. Now, the property line on this side is probably a few hundred feet in that direction. Total road frontage is about 350. Now, there's also a little bit of land I thought I heard something over there. But anyway, across the road here, the main highway, there's a few more acres that bleeds on over to the other side into the field. This is one of them properties that was owned by a family that owned quite a bit of land, and I think it passed down from generation to generation, little by little. Little by little, it was this is what's left. I keep on hearing some off in that direction. It's either a big bull or a bear one. I'm gonna push for the big bull. Now, also on this property, close to the road, there's a small little shed. And there's a big barn. Now they're both older. All right. That's cool. Is that a willow? All right. So right down there is the road. So we're going to continue on this way. Yep. I can hear the dogs. Hear the neighbor's dog down there. All right, so I'm gonna venture on down here and get to the road from this little logging trail, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so there's actually another logging trail that shot off down to the other side of the property, and right about here is the end of that property line, and we're gonna walk down right through here. Now the other piece of property I was telling you about dumps off onto this side of the road here. It probably floods, probably not a whole lot of usable area through there, but regardless, that's the smaller portion that goes with the road, or goes with the property itself, that is. I'm gonna turn this off and I'll get back with you here in a second when I get down to the shed and the barn, and I'll show that to you real quick. Okay, so we come out of the woods, pretty good piece down that way. And the property continues on. Continues on down the road. Property continues on just right across the road from this cattle gate, straight across. That was a job. Now, right here's the old shed. Let me zoom out a little bit. Right here's the little shed with a lean-to. They could have parked their tractor, store wood. I mean, honestly, there's no telling what it was used for. Shed next to the road. Okay. Now right back here, past all this brush, is where the old barn is. Well, let me see if I can't get a little bit closer. It's pretty grown up, as you can see. But it's still standing from this side anyway. Pretty interesting. A lot of history. All right, folks, let me get to the car and I'll go over the details of the property. I'll be right back. All right, guys, if we can see this. Now, this is the rough shape of the general property that we just got through touring. We started right down here on this side, and we ended up going all the way up through here to the very tip. Well, pretty close to the very tip. Now, this property consists of if you can see it, 49.2, almost 50 acres even. There's a pole barn on the property, which is it's in poor condition, but still, yeah, it's still there. Now it says down here the flood zone. Now the flood zone I was telling you about, the high flood risk is on this side of the road, on the right hand side, going downhill, that I showed y'all a little while ago. But up here, actually all this up through here is minimal. There ain't no flooding up through there. There's a small little brook right here that collects the waters from the hillside, where it just pushes everything out into the creek past the field over yonder. So, but it's nice property. Somebody can put a road right through here leading directly up the mountain, or if they can go on down this end and go through that logging trail and go straight up the mountain. Now, my name is Christopher Stevens. I work for Mitchell Real Estate in Jamestown, Tennessee. If I can help anybody with this property, be sure to give me a holler. My phone number is 931-704-4618, and my office number is 931-879. All right, folks, that concludes the tour of this property. If I can help anybody out, or if you need more information, please call my cell phone number or my office number. My cell number is 931-704-4618, and my office number is 931-879-9149. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.